And just give me a second. So I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving, that you had the opportunity to spend some time with family and friends, and that you also got some sales yesterday. That's my hope, is that you actually got some sales. We have shipments. It's been a busy morning for me. It's going to be a busy day, and it's a busy day for me and my team. So we're going to get after it. Just give me a second, because I am trying to go live somewhere else, and my phone is like slowly responding. So I don't know what's happening here. I kind of went live a little prematurely. I wasn't intending to do that. So totally my bad. But in any case, um, how are your sales going so far? What's happening for you? What traffic are you getting? Type that in the comments. Also, what'd you have for Thanksgiving? If you celebrate Thanksgiving, or if you're in the US and you spend some time with family, what did you guys have? I need to post what we had. Um, so give me just a second. I'm almost done. Almost, sort of. Again, my phone and my computer are like not cooperating. So just a second. Um, let's see. So we have been checking our numbers probably every hour, because I'm doing other things as well, working with my team on things for ecom sellers, and then also working on my own personal business. That's a lot to juggle. Let me just tell you, it's a lot to juggle. It's a lot to keep track of. It's a lot to stay on top of. It's a lot to manage and to maintain. So I know that there are times I don't do that as well. We're terribly late today, like really, really late, because we don't normally do it this late, but it's because it's been a crazy morning. So I apologize for the lateness. I apologize for all of that. I'm hoping you guys will give us a little bit of grace and mercy. So I'm almost done, I think. This is so crazy. Normally I have all this stuff done before I actually go live. So this is totally my fault. Um, so I don't know if you guys have checked your inventory levels so far to see what's happening. Do you feel like your sales are slower this time around this year, around this time compared to last year? Or do you feel like you're pretty much on the mark? Um, Type that in the comments as well. I'm really curious. Okay. We're going to go live. I think we are. So I know we're live on the page. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into today's topic. So this is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the daily ecom planning session. Today's topic is going to be talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday stats and some surveys. We're going to look at two websites that has stats and survey information. So for those that are new on the journey, or those that have been on the journey for a while, if you didn't get a chance to look at those stats, this is something I would definitely encourage you do at least 3 months in advance, if not 6 months in advance. So you have this data, and that way you can start building your goals and targets for the next upcoming Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So definitely do a Google search. Maybe a good reminder might be to do it around Prime Day, or do it just before Prime Day. So when you start seeing all the announcements of Prime Day is coming, that's when you probably want to go refresh your memory on the stats for Black Friday and Cyber Monday for 2022, so you at least know what your starting point is. So before we get into the daily ecom planning session, and before we get into the Black Friday stats, I encourage you to go over to the e-commerce planning Facebook group, go to the files section, and download the daily, weekly, and monthly planning checklist. So again, when you go over to the e-commerce planning Facebook group, it's an open Facebook group. You can just click on files and then go download those PDFs. We're live on Clubhouse. We're also live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. So today's topic is Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Again, these stats are something you should be looking at well in advance of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So make sure that in the future that you put this down. Your reminder might be when you start hearing announcements about Prime Day coming up. They'll start talking about it probably in May they'll confirm the dates in May or June. And so that might be the reminder to go back and look at the stats that you had for 2022 so that you know. But in the future, that's just sort of a reference. So let's talk about what's happening today. We're going to look at two sites. We're going to look at Fit Small Business, and we're going to look at, I don't know how to say that, TDO, I don't know. Probably have butchered it really, really bad. So I apologize for that. So the first one we're going to look at is um, Fit Small Business. They're giving us some information or some insight into Black Friday, Cyber Monday stats for 2021. And this can help you make certain types of decisions in the future. Even looking at, data from over, the previous year is helpful because it also helps you to see the trends. You can jot down this data, then go look at the numbers for 2022, see how they're comparable, and then look at the numbers for 2023. Especially in the news these days, they're talking about 2023 is going to be bleak. I don't know. We'll see. We know that a lot of the companies, technology companies, Google, Amazon, cutting back staff. They're also investing in technology. Walmart, Target, Amazon have all made announcements talking about that they're investing in technology. And they were also talking about the slowing sales that they were seeing in period two, quarter two, not period two. And so all of that combined, may paint a picture of what potentially is going to happen in 2023. Nobody knows. Look, at the end of the day, none of us are in control. We like to think we're in control, but we are not in control. So the reality is that nobody really knows what's going to happen in 2023, but they like to speculate, guesstimate, get some ideas. The thing that we really want to pay attention to is what's happening in the economy and, what buyers are doing. If the news keeps telling people that the future is bleak, people are going to hold on to their money and they're not going to spend money. So, sometimes the media plays a role in people's actions. If the media is not saying that, then people will potentially spend money. Now, that's not to say that people aren't coming up on hard times. I can tell you, as the vice president of a nonprofit, like we delivered more meals this year than we've ever done in the past. And so I get it. It is a tough time. Food prices are up, everything is up. So again, there might be an interesting turn in what happens in 2023 when it comes to the economy. So looking at the stats for last year, it says that nearly 180 million people shopped over Black Friday, sort of like that bright Black Friday, Cyber Monday 4-day window there. And that includes small business, Saturday and secondhand Sunday. So all of those combined, over 180 million people shopped. That's a lot of shopping. The Thanksgiving weekend, shoppers spent an average of $301.27 on holiday-related purchases. So there are going to be some non-holiday related purchases. So that's the average that people are spending. Your goal at the end of the day is to always get people to spend more on your site than others, if that's possible. Spending was down nearly 1.5% year over year. So in other words, the spending was up higher in 2020 than it was in 2021. That could be a number of contributing factors, including, the ongoing pandemic, what's happening in 2021. And, people were still struggling in some cases, just, they got to get back to work and all of that stuff. So those could all be contributing factors as to why spending was down. But they're anticipating spending might be, I won't say it'll be down because the inflation has raised the price of products. So we might be level as far as that's concerned, but the average order count might be down. So meaning, if people were spending on or buying on average like 50 gifts this year, they might be buying 45 and still spending the same amount of money because of because of inflation. I can talk today. Anyway, we'll see. Number 4, products sold over the Cyber Weekend shrank by 6% due to supply chain issues. We still have a few supply chain shortages, so that may or may not be a contributing factor. Number 5, clothing and accessories were the most shopped gift categories over that weekend. So, hint, people are probably going to be spending money on clothes and accessories again. Fast fashion has been taking a hit. And so people are also hitting up the secondhand stores, the resale shops and things like that for some of the gifts as well. Number six, 47% of holiday shoppers planned to take advantage of sales or price discounts to make non-gift purchases. So again, if I'm buying, like I need to replace my refrigerator, or I need to replace my stove, then 47% of the shoppers were like, yeah, this is really a non-holiday gift. I'm just going to take advantage of the discounts that are out there in the universe. Number seven, people shopped online more than they did in every day in the stores. So looking at these stats, very interesting for Thanksgiving, for the stores that were open, online purchases were up. For Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, um, Secondhand Sunday, and Cyber Monday, again, online purchases were up significantly in 2021. I anticipate that that will continue to be the trend, especially with all the chaotic potential news. People may decide that they just don't even want to weather the storms. I know that this Wednesday or Thursday, Wednesday, we went to a mall called Grapevine Mills Mall. It's like one of the biggest wide malls. It's a mile long, and traffic was down in the mall. Like the kids went in, and I didn't go, but they said that it was not busy and not packed, and there wasn't a lot of traffic. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe you find some good deals in the stores themselves physically than you do online. And sometimes they'll do that to drive more traffic to the store. But that's an interesting thing to see. Number eight, supporting local businesses remain top of mind for many consumers. So if you haven't put together your small business Saturday strategy plan approach, you got a little bit of time. So you want to start working on that right now. So you have that ready to go. Number nine, buy now, pay later. Revenue increased by 21%. That is a trend that started, I think, in 2021 or 2019. But I mean, I'm sure it was always out there, but it like increased in 2021. So it's continuing to increase a little bit. I don't know. I feel like some of the buy now, pay later have interest rates attached to them, and some of them don't. So, you know, some people may take advantage of that they can make payments on stuff over time. Kind of like reminds you of the old Kmart, Walmart, hey, layaway plan. But you get it now. Number 11, curbside pickup was used in 18% of online orders. I think that's going to continue to be the case. Curbside pickup makes it easy so you don't even have to get into the stores. You don't have to go there at all. And then of the curbside pickup, those retailers that offered it, their sales revenue grew by more than 50%. So, not that we have curbside pickup in our services, although if you do happen to have a brick and mortar, that might be an opportunity for you to get a little more traffic and a little more sales. If you offer it, you can see that clearly, statistically speaking, that those stores that offered it, their revenue went up by 50%. So you could market the snot of that on your social media and send that in your email newsletters to customers next year if you happen to have a brick and mortar. I know different people that may have like a beauty supply store, or they've got their own candle store, or they other things that they may sell or make. So keep those things in mind for the future. Number 12, in-store shopping is making a comeback with more than 66 million in-store shoppers on Black Friday. Again, it was still lower than what we saw in online purchases before when we looked at that graph, but it says it's a 61% increase in foot traffic. I anticipate that the foot traffic is probably going to be up in 2022. Number 13, retailers saw a decrease in the number of online shoppers as foot traffic rose. Again, still, online shopping still beat out foot traffic, as we clearly saw. So that's going to be a thing that we'll pay attention to as people get more and more comfortable going into the stores. Number 14, footwear and apparel. Foot traffic was up the most. So we saw that clothing and apparel. So I guess footwear within that subcategory. Number 15, people use their mobile devices to shop. We talk about this all the time. 69% of online product discovery and browsing happens. 69% happens on mobile devices compared to 31% on laptops and desktops. And then number 16, 42% of Black Friday e-commerce revenue came from mobile devices. So they'll do their browsing and then they may do the purchases, but it drops down from the actual purchase transaction at being 42%. And then number 17, discounts were weak compared to previous years. I think that's probably going to be the case this year too. So the discounts, people are looking for deep discounts. We're going to see this in the survey here in a second. And then global marketing communications surged over the Cyber Week. So communication out to customers and competitors. I mean, my email inbox of all of the, Black Friday, emails I'm getting is just ridiculous at this point. But I anticipated that. I knew that. So all right, going into looking at TDO, if you know how to say it, and type it in the comment. Say, hey, this is how you pronounce that. So we're going to look at what their stats are, and they have some really, really interesting stats that I thought was interesting compared to, they did some surveys for potential shoppers for 2022. How they collected that data, like what did the survey look like? I don't know, but we do have the results. So 2021 holiday shopping grew to a record 886 billion. That's an increase of 14% over the prior year. Again, I think the dollar amount's going to be up, but the number of items that people order are going to be down. And the reason the dollar amount's going to be up is because of inflation. So we'll see if I'm right. Let's just check this out. So the Black Friday stats findings is that 62% of buyers think that Black Friday is a scam to get people to spend more money. But over 80% of customers tend to shop on Black Friday and Cyber Monday anyway. So people feel like it's a scam, but they 80% shop anyway. So keep that in mind as you put together your deals for this year and for next year, really, for next year. You don't want people to feel like it's a really, really scammy, but it is going to be one of those things that we all offer discount. 60% of online buyers plan to spend more money this year than last year. So that means that in 2022, they're anticipating that they're going to spend more money. And that's probably due to inflation, but they don't say specifically. And then 31% of brick and mortar shoppers plan to spend more than last year. So again, brick and mortar and online buyers are anticipating they're going to spend more money than they did last year. And again, that could be just due to inflation by default. 77% of people would be interested in booking an appointment to shop in store on Black Friday. I think that's interesting. I don't know if that's going to become a thing in the future. We'll see. Around 71% of people get angry when they miss a Black Friday or Cyber Monday deal. I will tell you, when I find out about deals after the fact, I kind of get mad too. The top things that people consider that are important while doing shopping this holiday season is fast delivery. Fast delivery made number one and number two, and customer reviews. So free delivery, not fast delivery and free. It's fast delivery and then free delivery. So those two things matter. That's something you want to keep in mind next year when you put together your pricing and your pricing strategy. If you currently don't offer any free delivery, just know that the top three things that were surveyed, they said free delivery, fast delivery, and customer reviews. So making sure that inside of your listings, one of the things we've been talking about over the last several weeks is that you indicate how quickly this thing will be processed and out the door, or you indicate what the processing time is going to be on the section where the shipping is listed. And then customer reviews. The more you can do to get reviews seem to be an important thing. The potential better chances you're going to get more people to buy your products. So there may be a strategy that you work on for the year to make sure that you have a significant number of views or enough reviews for your products for the next year's Black Friday and Cyber Monday. 88% of customers will compare deals during Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping before making a purchase. So 88% of people are doing some compares. I'm sure they're using different apps and other things. They're just using their own Google searches. So over 65% of customers intend to shop online this season, and 36% of them will look for deals on social media. So again, Based on the people that they surveyed, that's information you need to know and you need to pay attention. We'll come back and look at this after the holiday's over. Over 64% of shoppers prefer a limited time but a larger discount rather than smaller incentives for an unlimited period of time. So we talked about that in that first survey result, that last year that was the thing that people were like, they noticed that the discounts were lower than they were in 2022. They got bigger deals in 2020 than they did in 2020 than they did in 2021. So that's something you want to be mindful of. Over 62% of buyers think that, we already talked about that, that Black Friday is a scam. Yeah, we already covered that one, which I thought was really interesting. All right, so let's get into some of these other stats. So, will you be partaking in shopping this year? So, 42% said that they're going to browse for discounts. That's 42% of the people that they surveyed. So that this year, 2022, they will browse for discounts. 37.6% said that they have saved money to do shopping. So again, these are people that intend to buy, of the people that they surveyed. 10% said that nope, we're not doing any shopping, and another 9% said they don't have money for it. So again, for some people, cash strapped, don't have enough money, not going to spend a lot of money on gifts, not going to spend money on that kind of stuff. So where are people shopping for? And based on the survey, where are people going to be shopping? So online for 2022 in this survey, 55% said they will be shopping online. 30% said they will be shopping in store, and 14% they said they're not going to be going out at all. Now that clearly does not add up 100% to, I mean, it's at 99%. So, whatever the ups and downs are in between that. But 55% of people said they're going to be shopping online, and 30 said they're going to be going in the store. As compared to the survey there the previous year, 64%, when this is 2021, 64% was shopping online, 32% was in store, and 4% said they weren't doing anything. So it went up from 4% to 14%. And again, that's why I was saying that the sales information is going to be really interesting. The next is, what will people be buying? Now, I thought that this part of the survey was pretty interesting. In 2022, it looks like more people are going to continue that trend of buying clothing, shoes, and jewelry. That's out of the survey results. 414 people said that's what they're going to do. 356 people said that they were going to do electronics. So the category that got the biggest jump was electronics and computers. So if you don't want to sell, computers and electronics, maybe you sell the accessories so you can take advantage of it. But the category that got the biggest jump was electronics and computers. Huge jump over last year. The next biggest jump visually, it looks like it is home and kitchen. So home and kitchen looks like visually they got the next biggest jump. And then after that, clothing, shoes, and jewelry. So clothing, shoes, and jewelry is still number one. But the categories that jumped from 2021 to 2022 looks like they're electronics and computers and home and kitchen. That's something you want to make a note of for next year so that you have that information handy. Toys also this year has made a jump. I anticipate that maybe or maybe not all of these movies that are coming out and the action figures that are being sold may be contributing to that. So we'll see. And then cell phones and accessories, I mentioned that before. So, the categories that are getting the big jumps, these are things that you want to make a note of for next year. I found it interesting that handmade went down 138%, but that they said that Small Business Saturday was important. So I don't know. We talked about the top factors: free delivery, fast delivery, and customer reviews. So that's something you want to be mindful of. And then which offer is more attractive to you? The offer where they get the bigger discount, they get 30% for Black Friday only, or they get 15% anytime. People were more interested in the 30% for Black Friday only than they were for the 15% anytime. So again, that matters. Where do you think you'll get the best discounts for what you want? So people feel like they will get the best discounts for what they want online, hands down. Hands down. They feel like they will not get as good a deals in the store than they will online. Online wins in every single category, every category. and clothing taking the win there, getting the biggest ones, and video games being the second biggest one to take the leap. So, video games and clothing and accessories are the big ones there. And then this, I think these are just the same stats to show us what the anticipated 2021 compared to 2022. They're anticipating that 32% for 2022 will be shopping online. Sorry, in the store. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this is the small business. Yeah, those are the small business stats. Okay. All right. So, and then where are they looking for deals? Interesting. 36% of people are looking for deals on social media. So they're checking out the social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. They're looking on those pages, TikTok. They're looking on those pages. So that's 36%. Then 25% are searching through Google. So they're doing Google searches to find the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. And then 19% of the people are going to go directly to the company website. So you still need to have something on your website, if nothing else. And then other 21% are using another method. That could be that they're using an app, some kind of hey, price compare like Honey. It tells you the cheapest place to find stuff. So customer attitudes towards Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we already talked about this. But I will say this other one where it says, do you agree that there is too much consumerism associated with Black Friday? 81% said yes, that they know you're going to force them to come out of pocket Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And then last, when should the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales start? This is an interesting survey. So they're saying that 10% think that the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals should start mid-October. 37% believe that it should, 13%, not 37, 13% believe that it should start at the end of October. 15% believe that it should start at the beginning of November. 14%, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. 18% say they should start the week of Thanksgiving. 18% also say that it should be a few days before Thanksgiving. And then 9 or 8.9% says no sooner than Thanksgiving ends. So people feel like the week of Thanksgiving and a few days before Thanksgiving, those two combined equal 36%. And so that's when people feel the deal should start. A few others feel like it should start before then. So I hope this is helpful for you to keep this in mind. If you get out the gate early, you'll get more sales, you'll get more deals. So that may help you if you put your sales and promotions up early. But again, people are not interested in that whole 15% for a longer period of time versus a 30% discount for a shorter period of time. How long on average do you spend in the queues? And queues for Black Friday. Some people say 9% say less than 10 minutes, 15% say about 30 minutes, and 12% say that they spend over 60 minutes. So interesting. All right. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you use this. We'll come back and look at these stats after Black Friday, Cyber Monday is over and see what else we come up with. But I hope this is helpful to you. So next, I do want to invite you all to turn up the dial on your business and get laser focused. Go grab the e-commerce planner. The 2023 eCom planner is out. It is the ultimate e-commerce planner. It was created for sellers by sellers. And so you can go to myecomplanner.com to grab the 2023 e-commerce planner. I want to encourage you to schedule a free 20-minute coaching session by going to ecomsellers.com, clicking on free resources and scheduling a free 20-minute coaching session. Let's talk about your business. Let's talk about your journey. Let's answer any questions that you have where you're not able to get the answers to the questions you've been looking for. And we also invite you to join eCom Sellers Academy. If you're interested, if you need some support on your e-commerce journey, you can go to ecomsellersacademy.com right now to sign up. It's $17.99 a month. If you grab the lifetime, you get a free e-commerce planner with that. So you can go to ecomsellersacademy.com right now to sign up for the lifetime membership. So we are done with the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Now we're going to go through the daily e-com planning checklist. We're a little late. It's right before noon, but you can go and Check out the checklist. So if you didn't download it, go download it now from the e-commerce planning Facebook group. And then afterwards, we'll do an accountability check-in. Let's talk about your business over on Clubhouse. Let's unmute ourselves and have a conversation about what's happening on Black Friday in our businesses. And, let's talk about your e-commerce journey, whatever you got going on. So you can go over to eCom Sellers Club on Clubhouse and join the conversation. That's what I want you to do. So with that, let's go through the checklist pretty quick. And I invite you to share out the Black Friday series with a friend. Let them know about the eCom Sellers daily, weekly, monthly ecom planning session. This was the wrong sheet. Sorry. Hold on just 1 second. I got to go find the daily. I thought I had it open. Just 1 second. Daily. I have a lot of stuff in my folder. So, yeah. Wrong one. Going through a checklist. Yeah. So I do have like the stuff that I do with my VAs. That's what just popped up. All right. So now let's go to the daily planning activities. With the daily planning activities, the goal is to be consistent and to be intentional with the things that you do in your business. So the way that you do that is, again, your goal is to be intentional. Put together a plan for that. So we're gonna talk about the night before, which would have been Thanksgiving, and more than likely you didn't do any of these things on Thanksgiving. Maybe you did. If you did, high five, kudos to you. I am celebrating you. If you didn't, don't feel guilty because it was Thanksgiving. You probably spent time with your family a little bit. You probably prepared for Black Friday as well. And then we're going to talk about what to do today, which is now, and we're going to talk about some advanced planning. So the night before, if you did any of these things, congratulations. If you didn't, don't worry about it. One is to assess your schedule to see how things went for the day. Whatever you had on your agenda for your plan, did you get it all done? If you didn't, okay. If you did, okay, congratulations. Number two is to update your daily tracking stats. More than likely, if you're a seller, you probably got some sales yesterday. I know I did. And so, update your daily tracking stats, all those income producing activities that impact your bottom line. And this way you'll always know where you stand in your business. Number three, before you go to bed, review your personal online calendar. My guess is that you didn't have anything on your calendar for Friday, but you may have. So go look at your online calendar for your personal, your business, and your job, if you have one. Then number four is to build a draft schedule for Friday, today. So go, if you didn't do that, the night before you would normally do that, you can still build one right now and just kind of control what you're doing for the rest of the day. Then today, what we're going to do is we're going to invest a little bit of time and we're going to reassess yesterday, but not really. More than likely, it is what it is. Whatever yesterday was is what it is. Step two is to review your weekly priorities. This is the last full week of November. What did you have on the agenda for the week and what habits were you working to build? So let's get through that and let's see where we stand, and maybe we'll make some course corrections or certain adjustments, or maybe we'll move some stuff to next week. Number three is to glance at your schedule for the month. What were your goals for the month? Where do you stand on your goals for the month? Maybe your numbers are still going to start coming in this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So what are your goals for the month? Number four is to review and rewrite your schedule, or write your schedule for today. So whatever was on your agenda, if you didn't build a draft schedule before you went to bed, you can build one now so that you can kind of lay out what you want to get done every hour of the day. Let's step through that and make sure we're ready for what we have planned for today, which is probably, checking inventory, placing orders, responding to customer inquiries, maybe tweaking some listings, go sharing some more listings, sending some listings through Pingler and Ping Farm, whatever your strategy is for today. You still have several hours to be able to take advantage of deals that people are going to be buying today. Number five is to write out a draft schedule for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. Make sure you have a plan for your business and what you're planning on offering for Small Business Saturday. And then last but not least, advanced planning. What is your plan and strategy for things that are going to be coming up in the next week or the next 2 weeks? What advanced things can you do right now just to make sure that you've cleared your slate or made sure that you've accounted for things that are coming up, so that as you work to build this consistency and this routine and being intentional about what you do with your time and your energy when it comes to your personal time and your business, that you have a plan to deal with those minor disruptions, interruptions, so that your train doesn't fall off the track and you're not able to recover quickly. Your goal is to always be able to recover quickly when you get distracted or derailed. So that's the goal, is to get your train back on the track. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you use this to help you on your e-commerce journey. This is the daily ecom planning session. So we hope you'll come back tomorrow. It will be on time tomorrow. It'll be in the morning. This is like a crazy day for me. So we're going to continue talking about our businesses. And I invite you to share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the daily ecom planning session. If you haven't already done so, go grab your My Ecom Planner so you're ready for 2023. And with that, I hope you have an amazingly blessed, extremely focused, and highly profitable day. We're live on Clubhouse if you want to raise your hand and ask some questions. And with that, we will say goodbye for now.